Dog, just what we're doing here. 'Cause I don't really know my way with you. And tell me all we are is friends, and I will see just why we don't talk like we used to. The October rain on the window pane is falling slowly, and the joy that once held all my love is now below me, and the dreams I dreamt on a brighter day don't shine like they used to, 'cause the winter came, blew my days away, but I still need you. And I think about the future, and I get anxious of all the things that I can't be sure of, that I can't control it. Every little thing between. If I lost you, I'd lose everything. In the city streets, there are those I meet on a journey, to be someone, to be spoken of, wrote down in history. But when the striving takes your soul away and all security, I would dare to say that there's a better way. Just remember this: we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out